Here we are in the shop. Now, a lot of people have a place where they're going to store most of all their items, tools and some such, whatever. And I thought this is going to be the best place to start. So let's take a look through some of the stuff and see what we might take along with us. The first thing I would think, just kind of looking at my wall of garbage, would be a ratchet strap. Now, something like a ratchet strap is super useful. I always think of a ratchet strap as an adjustable rope, something that you can hold things together with or tie things down with. You could use a ratchet strap to help you get up and over something. It's really useful to have a hook on the end of the strap on each end that can help you pull things or hold things, which is really nice. And it has a little bit of leverage action, so if you're prying something open and you need that little extra oomph, you can use the ratcheting portion of the strap to help you out. I would say definitely with our limited space, add a ratchet strap. Next is going to be, let's see, hygiene. Hygiene is very important. I would recommend maybe just a couple of rags, two rags. Keep in mind this is what makes sense for me right off the cuff. Next, gloves. Anybody who works with their hands knows that if your hands get hurt, the dexterity is gone, and then you really struggle to do things. From a blister on the palm of your hand to even a cut on the side of your finger, it can really hinder your ability to operate your hands or operate small things. So having a set of gloves, I would say, is invaluable. That's really all I see over here. There's a lot of other items I would consider, but I think with the limited amount of space, these are really going to be the main things I recommend. All right, let's talk tools in a toolbox. Now, there's a lot of choices when you're looking through the different tools out there, and really I think what to keep in mind is what's going to have the most uses but be the most compact. So for myself, in my toolbox, the top drawer houses some of the most useful items. A pocket knife of any sort, absolutely invaluable. 100% recommend taking a pocket knife. And then follow that up with a multi-knife. This particular one's a Swiss Army knife and has, a sewing awl and Phillips head screwdriver and flathead and knife and fish scaler and scissors and all that stuff. That's useful. Next would be some sort of way to light a fire. Matches for backup, and then some sort of butane or some type of lighter. This is a standard lighter, and then I also have in here a kind of blowtorch lighter. Both are good. I'd recommend taking the butane one. Now, the rest of the stuff is kind of maybe not that necessary. One thing I will say is taking a razor blade. I know that's a strange kind of item, but have you ever run into the situation where you have to cut your own skin? A pocket knife, that can be difficult with, especially a shop knife where it's been sitting out in the house or out in the shop. But a razor blade's super sharp, and it has a little protective sleeve. I'm just going to slide it in there with the matches, and now we have matches and a razor blade. Honestly, I think that pretty much does it for the shop. That's everything I would grab out of here at a short notice and pop into the bag. Now, there are some larger implements I might recommend, one of which being a tomahawk or a hand axe, some sort of axe. I am a fan of the tomahawk just because I've had them since I was a kid. I'm pretty decent at throwing them, and I understand the feel of it. I understand the weight of it. And when you understand a tool, it's a lot easier to use than if you don't. So definitely I would throw my tomahawk into the bag. Now, the last protection item I would think is something a little bit larger, and that would be my forestry axe. Is it necessary? Definitely not. Is it big? And yes, it doesn't fit in the bag. But for leverage on something, from prying a door to knocking into something like a car window, it's really easy to do that with an implement like this. So 100% this would come along with me. I wouldn't leave it behind. All right, and there you have it, the At a Moment's Notice Survival Kit. It's going to consist of just a few general components, the main thing being hiking boots, a wool cruiser, extra pair of jeans. We have our forestry axe, tomahawk. We have our towels or rags. We have duct tape, first aid kit, 2 knives, 1 multi-tool knife, 1 standard knife, matches. There's also a razor blade in here. We have our lighter. We have our ratchet strap, and then a set of gloves. Lastly, we have our bag. Now let's put it all in the bag and see how it fits. Now I'm going to start out with the first aid kit. We're going to put that on the end by itself. Next we'll pop in the jeans, followed by the wool cruiser. Next we'll do our duct tape right in the middle, easily accessible. Ratchet strap. Got our lighter, matches. We're going to do our gloves and our rags. We're going to do our multi-tool knife, and then we're going to take our pocket knife and actually put it on the strap of the arm. And last to go in the bag is our tomahawk. Now we'll go ahead and zip that up. And there you have it. Axe would go right on top. And that's all the components of the survival kit that I would grab if I were in a last minute situation where I had to grab all the things that I would need to keep me safe, warm, and alive. Now, if you have anything that you might change or you might do differently, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to see what you would grab at your house or what you might think it would be a good addition to the kit. Now, these are things at my house, so your stuff may be different, which is totally fine. But this is what I could say would be what I grab to keep me safe. Please hit the subscribe button, also the like or comment, and follow the channel. If you want to check out the projects that I'm doing currently, I just made this shirt the other day, made this bag today, and that wool cruiser I made yesterday. So you can actually check out all the projects that I'm doing and kind of keep up with them. You can also follow me on social media. Instagram is the main one that I do, and that's Journeyman_outfitter on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.